Hey there neighbors, I'm Mike on a Bike. We're here at Rogue Valley Transportation District World Headquarters with another little video in our series, All Things Bike. Today, we're gonna get your bike ready to ride using the ABC Quick Check. So the A of ABC Quick Check stands for air. Okay, so you might wanna take a knee for this one. I'm looking for any obvious damage in the sidewall or in the tread of the tire. Give it a spin, look for anything cattywampus sticking out, and then you're gonna want to inflate to the specs written on the side of the tire. What part of the bike begins with the letter B? There are a few, but the most important of these with regard to safety are the brakes. So I'm gonna pick up this front wheel, give it a spin, and I can see that there's a nice even space between the rim and the pads. Now, if your rim was a little out of truth, say maybe a loose spoke or something, that would make your bike unsafe at high speeds. That's a problem we can fix with a later video. But for right now, bike's not safe to ride if that rim is wobbling badly. We're also gonna have a look up here at the lever, okay? Give a firm pull on that lever, and you should get at least a thumb's width in between the lever and the handlebar over here. If you had less, you might not have enough braking power in an emergency situation, and it would require an adjustment before riding. Now, if you've got disc brakes, you can do something similar to check the brakes. You lift the wheel up, give it a little spin, and what I'm looking for here is a little daylight between the rotor and the brake calipers. I can see that there's a nice little gap in there. It's not rubbing. In fact, if it were rubbing, I'd be able to hear it too. What's the C stand for? Here's the chain, the cassette, the crank. These are all parts of the drivetrain. You're gonna wanna grab a crank arm, which is of course designed to spin this way and this way. It's not supposed to move in this plane, either toward the frame or away from the frame. That would indicate a problem with the bottom bracket. Also, when I spin it backwards, I'm looking for any kinks in the chain. If you've got one, you just drop a little lube on there and work it out manually. If there are no big kinks or if the chain's not jumping off the track, then your drivetrain's in pretty decent working order. So we've nailed the A, the B, and the C of ABC Quick Check. It's time to focus on the quick. It's a reminder to inspect and maybe adjust some of the quick releases on the bike. Here we've got one on the seat post. Here at the brakes have a little quick release, and also of course on the axle. And what you're going to want to check to make sure is this concavity of the quick release, that it's cupped toward the center of the bicycle like this. That indicates that it's in the closed position. You want to also make sure that it's good and tight, that you need to really push hard with this heel of your hand to get it closed. So we're just about ready to ride. I've got my bright clothes on. I've turned my phone off, put it away. My melon is protected. And thanks to the ABC Quick Check, I know that my bike's in pretty good working order. But there's still one last thing I gotta do before I'm ready to ride. Ready to ride?